What's up, everyone? I'm back with another video. Now, for this one, I'm reviewing Enter the Dragon. Now, I haven't watched this movie in a while, and I recently watched it, last night because I bought this Enter the Dragon, 50th year anniversary edition, and it came with all kinds of great stuff. And it came with like this bunch of different cards and stuff from the film. And this has all kinds of pretty cool special features on it. Now, I haven't watched this movie like forever since last night. So last night I watched this and then I was like, wow, this film still holds up. Now, Enter the Dragon is a great martial arts film. It's like probably my favorite martial art film of all time. It's a classic. It's always going to be a classic. It's just amazing movie all the way around. This movie kind of felt like a martial arts spy thriller mixed in one, because you have some little bit of spy stuff in here. Brucey trying to capture these bad guys, so he's on a spy mission or whatever. So this movie, it's very entertaining. Some of the best martial arts in this film, in my opinion. Brucey's always going to be the greatest martial artist of all time, and stuff. And here's what the DVD looks like, just in case some of y'all wondering. I thought this had pretty decent disc art. This movie is amazing. What more can I say? It's amazing. Oh, and it also came with this little booklet thing, which I'll show you in a minute. It's amazing. This movie is a perfect movie. It's one of the greatest movies of all time. Not just greatest martial art films, but greatest films of all time. See, it shows them pretty much on set of the film. And stuff. Brucey's the greatest of all time, And this is probably my favorite movie that Brucey ever done. And I'm a huge Brucey fan. I remember when I first watched the Brucey movie, I was about 12 years old. 12 or 13. I might have been 12. And the first movie I watched was Way of the Dragon with Chuck Norris in it. Brucey versus Chuck Norris. And stuff. So yeah, Brucey has amazing movies. And Enter the Dragon is probably my favorite. And because this movie has some badass fight scenes, some of the best in all the Brucey movies, which Brucey always comes up with the most unique fight scenes. And Brucey's quick. He has superhuman speed, of course. Brucey's just amazing at what he does. He's the best at nunchucks. Brucey's just fucking phenomenal. And Enter the Dragon is just amazing movie. I don't got no negatives to say about this movie. It's one of my favorites. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. One of my favorite martial arts movies of all time. It's just an epic movie. It's an epic movie with a good story. About Brucey going on a spy mission to. He's going to these tournaments. Of course, he's going to a tournament, and then then he's on a mission to do these spy missions, and then you got the spy music in there, kind of thing. In Enter the Dragon, and then it opens up with a bang. The opening scene just boom. They don't want to waste any time. It starts off with sort of like a martial art tournament. Brucey pretty much beats this dude in this tournament, and then Brucey does a freaking flip kick over these people, just whoosh, whoosh. And then Brucey always has the iconic noise that he makes when he's whooping everyone's asses. Like, what? And Brucey's just iconic. He's an iconic person in general. Like, he's an iconic martial artist. He's just iconic. And Enter the Dragon is just amazing movie all the way around. It's just epic, epic, epic. I don't got no negatives to say about this movie. It's just an epic movie, and it's one of the movies I could rewatch constantly and never get tired of it. Because I remember when I watched this a while back, and it's been forever since I watched it. Because it's been forever since I watched it until I watched it last night. And I watched it a while back, and it's just, I loved it since. So I'm happy I got to find this movie, because I watched it on TV like a lot of years back. And then I found it last night, and then in Dollar General, and then I bought it, and of course I watched it. And it is freaking phenomenal. I don't have no negatives to say about this movie other than it's a perfect movie. It still holds up. Like, it don't even feel like it got made in the 70s. It feels like it got made in the more of the 80s type of martial arts film. It still holds up to this day. It's crazy. It's crazy to think about. Those y'all that have not watched Enter the Dragon, y'all are martial art fans, I highly recommend Enter the Dragon. It's like the greatest martial arts movie of all time, at least in my opinion. This movie is just flat out epic. I don't have no negative to say about this movie. I could talk about this movie for hours, days, it don't matter. I just love the fuck out this movie. This movie is a straight up 50 out of 10, 100% out of 10 for me. Enter the Dragon is just an epic movie. It's like, shit. I'm thinking about watching it again tonight because this movie is fucking epic. So yeah, Enter the Dragon is a 100% out of 10. I know that's major, but this movie, there's no negatives I can say about this movie. There's no negatives. You know, everything still holds up back when I first watched it. Everything still holds up to this day. That's why I would give it 100% out of 10 for me. This is just amazing. Amazing film. I'm happy I finally got to buy it because I've been looking for this film for years. You know, because I wanted to add it to my movie collection, and I finally got it to add it to my movie collection because Bruce Lee is just phenomenal. He's a phenomenal actor. He's a phenomenal athlete. He's a phenomenal martial artist. He's a phenomenal everything. Like, Bruce Lee's just freaking amazing at what he does. So yeah, I'm a huge fan of Bruce Lee. You know, he's rest in peace to Bruce Lee. I know it's been years and years ago since Bruce Lee passed away, but rest in peace to Bruce Lee. He's just amazing at what he does, and just rest in peace to him. You know, because I just wish that Bruce Lee was still alive so we could have had more movies, because I think he did like 7 or 8 movies before he passed away, and I wish that he was still alive so he can make more movies. Who knows, if he was still alive when the Expendables 4 comes out, he might be in the Expendables 4 or something. Who knows, but you know, of course, Bruce Lee's just passed away, and so yeah, a lot of years back. So yeah, this movie's iconic. It has some of the best fight scenes I've ever seen in movie history. I've seen a lot of fight scenes in movies. You know, I'm a diehard action movie buff. I'm a diehard horror movie buff too. I'm just a movie buff in general. So I've seen a lot of martial arts films, and nothing can probably come close to the Enter the Dragon level of awesomeness of martial arts. You know, because this film just still holds up to this day. I know I said that a lot in this video. This movie just still holds up to this day. It's an incredible movie. It's just incredible. You know, and I'm pretty sure Bruce Lee's first movie was The Big Boss, and then I heard that everyone went nuts over that movie. Like, I watched documentaries of Bruce Lee and stuff, about, you know, like they had little clips of people just going nuts when The Big Boss first came out in China. Everybody just went nuts, flat out, freaking just went nuts. And then ever since then, Bruce Lee became a household name. And Bruce Lee trained Americans. You know, that's how awesome of a person Bruce Lee was. You know, because a lot of Chinese didn't want to teach Americans martial arts. And Bruce Lee decided, you know, he's going to teach Americans martial arts. So, and a lot of Chinese people didn't like that, because, you know, Chinese people apparently didn't like Americans. So Bruce Lee, he was just a nice person in general. So, of course, he's going to train Americans martial arts, because Bruce Lee's just amazing at what he does. And he inspired the world to become great martial artists. Like, I'm pretty sure he inspired Jean-Claude Van Damme and Donnie Yen. Well, he did inspire Donnie Yen, because I watched the interview a while back of Donnie Yen saying that Donnie Yen always wanted to become the next Bruce Lee, you know. But yeah, Bruce Lee inspired all these big martial artists. Like, if it weren't for Bruce Lee, we wouldn't be getting all these incredible martial artists like today's. Like, we wouldn't be getting a lot of great martial artists if it wasn't for Bruce Lee, because Bruce Lee inspired the world to do martial arts. So yeah, Enter the Dragon is just 100% out of 10 for me. It's an incredible movie. I know I spent majority of this video talking about how great Bruce Lee was and how great this movies were and all this stuff. But yeah, Enter the Dragon is 100% out of 10 for me. Have zero negatives, only have positives to say about this movie. The action, the freaking, all the martial arts scenes in this film was just freaking phenomenal. The way he does the damn nunchucks phenomenal. The story was pretty damn cool. The soundtrack was pretty damn cool. The best soundtrack in martial art film history. When you hear that damn soundtrack in this movie, it's just great. Great, great, great. Bruce Lee is in phenomenal shape like he always is, of course. And Enter the Dragon is just a damn good movie. And I like this freaking box that this stuff came with. You even got the little dragon in the back of this box right here. And then you got this with all the pictures, of course, and stuff in it. And stuff. So yeah, I love this. I'm happy that I found this for only $14.99 or $14.95, I think. Yeah, $14.95 at Dollar General. You can't beat that price because this is a collectible item. This is probably gonna be worth money one day, which I will never sell this because I love this movie to death. So yeah, 100% out of 10 for this daggone movie. If y'all find this at y'all's local, Dollar General, I highly recommend y'all getting this because if you're all martial art fans, y'all will love this film to death. So yeah, Enter the Dragon, 100% out of 10 for me. This movie is incredible. So yeah, I love this movie a lot. I love the hell out of this movie. I love the hell out of this movie. Love it. Love this freaking movie, y'all. Like, I wish Bruce Lee was still alive because he would be probably making... Yeah, I think he might have been like in the 70s right now. But he would probably be like Sylvester Stallone and keep making, movies probably. That'd be cool because I would love to see a bunch of movies with Bruce Lee. I would love to see a bunch of Bruce Lee movies in theaters that I've never seen. But yeah, we do have other movies that's about Bruce Lee's life, like Birth of the Dragon, which is a pretty decent movie. It's not perfect, but it's pretty decent. And you have the movie Dragon, the Bruce Lee story. So we might get more movies like that, but it's going to be played by different people. But yeah, Enter the Dragon is 100% out of 10 for me. It's just freaking incredible. So yeah, I guess that's it for this video. If y'all enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, please subscribe and share. Also hit the bell so you know when new videos uploaded. Peace out. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. I'm out. Peace.